Long before borders were ever defined and before the pages of history were filled, the region we now know as Albania was a land steeped in ancient myths and eerie legends. Its rugged mountains, dense forests devoid of sunlight, and remote valleys were not just home to wild animals and lost travelers, but also concealed dark secrets. Every rock in this land held a hidden tale, every shadow harbored a mysterious presence. These stories, passed down through generations and shared in hushed tones around hearth fires, were not tales of comfort but cautionary fables. In the heart of a parched valley, where the sun scorched the earth and rivers ran dry, villagers whispered of a monstrous serpent that devoured the clouds, leaving the land barren. The Kulshedra, with its multiple heads and fiery breath, demanded sacrifices to quell its wrath. One fateful day, a brave warrior, guided by dreams of a celestial maiden, ventured into the beast's lair. Armed with a blade forged from lightning, he confronted the dragon amidst a tempest of fire and wind. Their battle shook the heavens, and as dawn broke, only the warrior emerged, his armor scorched but his spirit unbroken. Rain fell upon the land once more, and the Kulshedra's reign ended. In a secluded village surrounded by dense woods, a series of mysterious disappearances plagued the community, with children vanishing under the cover of night. Whispers among the elders pointed to the dreaded Shtriga, a curse which known to prey on the youthful in order to sustain her endless wandering. One grieving mother, desperate to find her missing child, sought the aid of a passing healer. Together, they devised a risky plan involving a mirror and sacred herbs to ensnare the malevolent witch. As darkness fell, the eerie presence of the Shtriga drew near, enticed by the purity of the innocent. Upon catching a glimpse of her own reflection in the mirror, the witch let out a bone-chilling scream before dissipating into nothingness, like smoke scattered by the wind. The bewildered but unharmed children were joyously reunited with their families, bringing an end to the reign of terror that had gripped the once peaceful village. In the elevated alpine meadows, shepherds often shared tales of enchanting melodies that seemed to be carried by the wind, soothing even the fiercest of beasts. These were said to be the magical lullabies of the Zana, ethereal tunes known for their ability to heal wounds and mend broken spirits. One particular evening, a weary traveler stumbled and collapsed near a sparkling crystal-clear spring. As the moonlight bathed the landscape in its gentle glow, a luminous figure appeared, her touch instantly easing the traveler's pain. By the break of dawn, the traveler awoke feeling refreshed and rejuvenated, his injuries miraculously healed. A beautiful garland of vibrant wildflowers lay delicately upon his chest, a silent yet powerful token of the Zana's divine grace and healing touch. In the labyrinthine alleys of an ancient city, shadows moved with a will of their own. Merchants spoke of the Lugat, a creature that thrived in darkness, slipping through cracks and crevices to steal the breath of the unsuspecting. A scholar, intrigued by these tales, ventured into the depths of the city's catacombs. Armed with a lantern and ancient incantations, he confronted the entity. A battle of wits ensued, with light clashing against shadow. Emerging victorious, the scholar sealed the Lugat within a rune-carved urn, burying it beneath stone and scripture. The city's nights grew still, and the air, once heavy with dread, turned crisp and silent once more. Yet some say the shadows still flicker strangely when the moon wanes. A famine swept the coastal village of Karaburan, bringing with it the Kukudh, a grim reaper who walked among the dying, counting breaths with its rusted scythe. It harvested souls as toll, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. Desperate to protect their village, a brave priest took a stand, lighting candles and casting holy verses into the dark night. The Kukudh, drawn by the flickering light, approached the church only to find itself ensnared in a ring of fire and faith. The priest's unwavering voice carried through the night as he confronted the harbinger of death. With the break of dawn, the church stood in ruins, the priest gone without a trace, his robes neatly folded on the altar. From that day on, the village of Karaburan was spared from the grip of the plague, the Kukudh banished by the priest's ultimate sacrifice. Albania's mythical lore is a rich tapestry interwoven with strands of enchantment and dread, where the boundaries between reality and myth blur seamlessly. It is a realm inhabited by ethereal maidens and nightmarish figures shrouded in darkness, existing in the mystical realm between daybreak and twilight. These mystical beings are ingrained in the very essence of the land, their tales whispered on the winds of time and etched into the earth's core. Within these stories lie not just fear and awe, but also the spirit of a people who have long felt the presence of the unseen as they gazed upon the majestic peaks of their homeland, aware that ancient mysteries lurk in the hidden recesses of their world. Your insights are deeply valued, so please feel free to express your thoughts in the comments section below. Your time and attention to our content are greatly appreciated, so thank you for watching and interacting with us.